Hi Flosstube, it's Debbie from Australia with another update. This time it is for July. I've got my notes pinned in front of me a bit high so I don't have to look down as much. Got a fair bit to show. I'm running a bit late, so I am trying to get this done before hubby comes home. So I'll get right into it. July was a good month for me. I had 5 finishes, 2 starts. I did the 24 hours of cross stitch and a fair bit of stitching in between that. I will start with the finishes and get that pile out of the road. The first one I started in June. Spooky, trying to remember, I've got to put it that side. Spooky Tree from Barbara Anna Designs on a piece of fabric, a beige fabric, and when I was stitching Spring Will Come on tarnish, I couldn't help myself and I restarted it and finished it, and that is Spooky Tree from Barbara Anna, and I think it's gorgeous. Their faces are so sweet, cute as anything, and that white really pops on that, and that's tarnish from Picture This Plus, and I believe it's 28 count. I got the pattern from 123 Stitch and purchased this fabric when I ordered that. That was the recommended fabric for Spring's Promise. That was, I started that on the 6th of June, 15th of June, and finished on the 4th of July. Next one, it's been a long time coming, and this pattern will be handed on to the next person in the list as a gift and an ongoing gift. It's started by the lovely Sue. I started this one on the 11th 19, and I finished, I'm sorry, I didn't iron it. I finished it on the 5th of January. I think I only had the last stanza, and I'd had a fair bit done last month. I did do the old stuff. I did substitute the pins for real pins. And I also said the fabric was strawberry beret or raspberry beret. It's actually raspberry swirl, 32 count even weave from Colour Cascades. And I changed the verse, which was to be a navy blue. I changed that to the pink to go with the fabric. The next finish, this is actually a start and a finish. I have always wanted to do this pattern, and I'm sorry for the glare. I'm sitting right near a window. But everyone knows this. It comes as a kit. Absolutely beautiful from Little House Needleworks. And I actually finished that on a piece of banding. There we go. And I used a real needle that I will frame in the pack. And I did a loose thread for the actual thread and just couched it as I went along. And I love it. And my husband reckons I should put it on the back of my chair like you have director, you know, producer in the movies, which I thought was very funny. But I loved it. I started that on the 7th of July and couldn't help myself and finished on the 11th of July. Just love it. And on the banding works perfectly. There's another one I'm thinking of doing on the other side. I like my cup. I think it's called Thread Gatherer from Little House Needleworks, but we'll see how it goes. This is Friends of Family from My Big Toe. I've loved this, and I want to make little cushions for 4 of my closest friends. So though it's little, I have been doing 4 lots of them, and I probably could have done them a lot quicker, but it's just as time got along. I first started it on the 18th of April last year, and I finally there two, and they were there too in the reverse colours that the pattern calls for, and this is done with the cord for threads, and they're the two in their colourway, and all I did was invert it, so there was some different ones. And this is pewter, 40 count pewter from Picture This Plus, and I've got enough room there to make up 4 little pin cushions, and they're ready. They will be ready for Christmas. The last start was a birthday start from last month, and I only ever intended to do the 3 chandeliers or candelabras in the chandelier. This is done on, and it doesn't say the brand, and I don't think it's Zygride, because it hasn't got the orange on the seam, but it's a very deep purple. That's better. That's the one candelabra, and again, should have ironed it, I'm terribly sorry. And yes, candelabra, and there's a chandelier and the other candelabra. And I'm going to do those like banners or bunting to give to my mum for Halloween. So they were my 5 finishes. For 24 hours of cross stitch, I didn't do it. This is the first time I decided I'd be team sleep, and I didn't have as much fun as I thought. I had a plan. There's my untidy. That's what I actually did, but I did have a really nice plan. I was going to spend the whole 24 hours doing Anzac from Long Dog Samplers. It didn't work out. I started Anzac, and I did have the material somewhere here, on a peach of camo fabric from Sew It All, and it just didn't work. You couldn't see the stitches, so it went out the door, and I quickly stopped the clock because I did 24 hours fully timed, and I pulled out what I did last time, crossword. I will put the before in. I'm pretty sure I put this closer to the door, and I can put the before here. That's what I'm hoping. So I got family, or Amly I think, done, and a couple of squares. I think I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't do what I wanted to do, but I got some work done on that. But then I decided when I couldn't do Anzac, I'd do 4 hours on particular ones. This is a lady named Ella. Oh, I just love it. It is just beautiful, just beautiful. That is designed by Ebony Short and charted by Brittany at Ingleside Imaginarium, and I love it. I'll show you the before, and that's where I am now. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. I did all the Krynic in here, so the stitching wasn't as easy because you had to go slow to make sure you didn't ruin it. And there's no more Krynic now until you get right down here. She's just lovely, and I believe there's going to be more in the series, and I just cannot wait. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I did 4 hours on Temple of Prophecy. Again, sorry, I usually have these out of the plastic. Drop them again. From Long Dog Samplers. And some of the time was spent trying to work out what I was going to do, because I'm trying not to get the 3 different greys touching. And the variegated over here, the PR 161 from Silks AU, is done for the really pretty stuff, like in here. There'll be tiny touches of red and occasional black through it. So I think I got 2 of these rows done, but the before will show you what I did. Then I decided to start Anzac again, and this time I tried it on. This is 16 count Woodland from Picture This Plus that I had in my drawer. I think I did the koalas from the Mittagong Stitches on. And I love the thread, which is called Camo from Dinky Dyes. And I liked it on the green. The green's not coming out too well there. I liked it on the green, but I was stitching online with Liz Packard, and she said to me, You can have enough thread if you do it on 16 count. Oh yeah, no, 60 meters short. So I stopped again. This time I dragged out, and I must have put my sheet back in with the fabric, my working copy. This is, where is it? The Library from Little House Needleworks. I love this one. So I did 4 hours on it, and I managed to get, I'll put it down the bottom back here so I can try and slip the before in. I think I finished these books and I started on the bricks here. Not as many stitches I would have thought, but I got 4,036 stitches in the 24 hours fully timed over the weekend. So, and I got some sleep in, which was really nice. Next, I will show you the remaining whips I worked on. And you'll probably be very pleased to know I finally started, and I'm happy with Anzac from Long Dog Samplers. And I've been wanting to start this since April. This is 40 count linen. I don't know if it was before. The green is a little bit darker. There we go, that's what it is. And I love it. And it's like it is a variegated, like I said, a camo colour. And I just thought, being Anzac, referring to the Australian-New Zealand alliance with the army, that I would use the camo thread on it. And that fabric I dyed myself. I was very happy with it. So that was that done. Then I spent some time on When Night Walked Down, which is a sale I am doing with Kelly at Animal Instinct. Again, I'll hold it down the bottom so I can have the before up the top. I've used most of the colours. I've changed the peacock, and I've had to change some of the colours around because I brightened it up a little bit. I brightened it up. I don't know. Maybe better if I hold it this way. Sorry for the jerkiness. The vines on the plants were like a browny green, and I wanted a green, so I lightened them up. Next is another sale. And I said I'd have all the names, and you know what? I don't have all the names, but they're all listed below that we're doing, called Alice is Back, # Alice is Back. I didn't put this one on a board because it's getting a bit big. And that's where I'm up to. Yeah, I didn't realise I'd finished the cat. I thought I was working on the cat. Slowly getting there. The Cheshire Cat, a smoking caterpillar. The icon for painting the flowers red, the door with the key. The Red Queen's beautiful with her umbrella. It's just a lovely pattern. She'll be coming back out again this month for some work, I believe. Next, I have Garden Party by Nora Corbett, which is Mirabilia. And I believe I got a fair bit done. I have to hold it there. This is for the before shots. I believe I got a fair bit done on this dress over here, all the flowers on this dress. It's just gorgeous. Her patterns are just so detailed and gorgeous. That is on Dragon Queen from Colour Cascades. This one, the before and after, this will remind me to put the before and after in for Fern, because the first week of August I couldn't help myself and I did a lot of work on her, and all I've got left is the beadings, so I do the before and after photos for July. And the last one I've got is Pringles, Little House Needlework. I love it. And That's where I got up to that. I'm doing all the frames before I do all the pretty work. Got a fair bit done, I think. So I'll just slowly plod along until all the outline's done, and then I'll get the pleasure of doing all the pretty stuff inside. Couple of purchases, not a lot. I got the last two in the Beetle series, Blackbird and Yellow Submarine. I got those from Handmade Motives. Oh, I'll see if I can write on the screen. I know it off by heart and I can't. It's just not in the head. Handmade Motives from Canberra. Came super fast. Just lovely. So I've got all of those now. Now this at the Mittagong Stitch retreat, we had some charity giveaways where we had raffle tickets, and you could buy the raffle tickets or occasionally you could win them, and I put the majority of mine into winning. Come on. Nope, this one. Nope. You know what? It's the computer. This. That does not show you how beautiful it is. It just doesn't. Oh, there we go. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now that is from the lovely Joanna from Mojo Stitches. I'll put that. Come on. I'll put the details below. I loved it. I loved it at Mittagong when I saw she had them in her Etsy shop. I had to race over and get them. She gave me a beautiful little thread keep, and yes, it did make me smile, Joanna. Absolutely beautiful, and I absolutely love it. Everyone I have shown loves it and said it just invokes such a peaceful feeling deep in your soul when you see it. Just beautiful, and I thank you very much. I have got a couple of FFOs. I have put stickers on them because they're birth notices. I don't know how they're going to come out. These are for my best friend's granddaughters. They are patterns from, God, do you get reflection from yourself? These are from, I love the Little Mermaid, Books. That one is called Summer Girl. Well, actually, they're a little bit mixed and matched because there was 3 girls in this family, and I tried to make sure none of them had the same icons. Little lammies, cute. This was Spring Girl, and maybe a couple of other things from other. Like I said, I did have to mix and match, and they're just in a big frame. I've got 2 more of those to get together and lace. Once they're done, I thought I was caught up, but I've now got 1 on its way and 2 boys, so I'll get there. The other thing I worked on, now I think of it, with 24 hours cross stitch, I did do 4 hours on my grandson's birth notice. I'm a bit slower on those because I don't enjoy working on the perforated paper. I'm a 2-handed stitcher, but I did manage to hook that up onto the Lowry stand, and I got 4 hours done, and I concentrated on the nameplate because that takes a lot of stitching to get it done. So I got a big hit on that. Other than that, I think I am done. I thank you for, if you stayed this long, I thank you. Oh, I'm not done. I will insert here the winner of the 3 charts from Hands On Design, the 3 laundry charts. The winner was Justine Scales, and if my computer didn't go to sleep, and Justine put, love your progress and starts. I spend so much time in the laundry, I'm actually thinking of setting up a stitching spot in there. I'm hoping, Justine, that once these cute little patterns go up. You'll actually enjoy going into the laundry. Thank you for entering. Thank you everyone for Justine. I'll put my email address below. If you send me your address, I'll pop them in the mail as soon as I can. Thank you. Like I said, it's a very, very rough video of the YouTube picker, but I will insert it here. I wish you all well in these troubled times. Stay safe, and I'll see you next month. Thank you very much.